how about everyone in Congress, everyone in government, everybody in the media admit their guilt for what happened on the 6th, because you've all been culpable because of what's been going on for the last 4 years. You've all been pushing the divide by ostracizing each other. You've been basically making everybody politically homeless, because if you don't support Trump, if you don't support Biden, you're just canceling each other. People are fed up. I don't support what happened, but it's just like Black Lives Matter. People are upset about what's going on. So what happened? People took action. Surprise! You pissed people off enough and they did something about it. I'm sorry, Alexandria, but no one was going to murder you. I'm pretty sure you were the last thing on their mind. Like, no offense, I'm sure you were scared, but you were probably the last person they were worried about. And I don't think anybody was there to kill anybody. Based on the footage that I saw, they were there to get information and basically just take over the building. I'm not a reporter though, so, yeah. But if I was a reporter and I had access to the things I would need in order to do the job that a reporter does, what I would be doing is investigating the election. Because what people want to know is why there's even a question about the result. You can't just tell people there's no fraud. Because guess what? That's like telling a child no because I said so. That doesn't make them listen. I know that because I have 2 children. Telling them no, they say why. Because I said so does not make them listen to me saying no. You have to give them a reason. So telling the American public who believes in the fraud, no. Well, why not? Because I said so. Because there's no fraud. Because it's the most secure election in the entire world. They don't believe you. Do the journalistic duty and the investigation and show them the proof. Show them the proof. That's all that they want, and they'd be less angry. By the way, didn't vote for Trump, didn't vote for Biden. But I understand why people are upset. Because you're not giving them an answer. You're giving them a shut up and get on with it. That's not how you make anybody in this world happy, by telling them to shut up and move on with their lives. You have to give them an answer that they can actually, that's tangible, that they can see, that they can touch, that they can understand. This whole, well, Trump's lying. Okay, great. Show me why. Because I've seen actually a lot of news articles about fraud. There was a woman who harvested votes. I read a news article. I didn't seek it out, by the way. My Google News that I did not turn on my phone, by the way. It came with my Google phone. It showed me the article, and I read it. And this woman in New Mexico harvested votes and got charged with election fraud. And there was another one that same thing, my Google News popped it up. Like, so don't tell the American public that there's no evidence of voter fraud if clearly there are cases of voter fraud. Like, that's why people are so angry. Like, and you telling them just that it was a secure election whenever there's been so many reports of it not being, doesn't help their anger. And this whole hypocrisy of your just outright frustration towards the riots at the Capitol, and yet your overall support of the riots over the summer in DC, and your support of the riots whenever President Trump won, it doesn't paint a very good picture to the American people for you as a congressperson, because you're supposed to support everyone. You're supposed to be representing everyone. So people aren't very fond of the fact that you're supposed to be representing them and you're showing favor for a certain group. Again, I go back to parenting. That's like having a favorite child. You can't do that. Kids notice that crap and they don't like it. So don't maybe do that. Or if you're going to do it, maybe at nighttime after the kids are in bed and they can't hear you or see you, then you're like, oh, I just love Joshua so much more than Nathan. Those aren't my kids' names, by the way, but like, that's just an example. Like, it's like, just like, stop. Stop. Like, and the whole, like, let's unify with everybody, like the unifying party that you're supposed to be right now. The Bible says to love your enemy. Even if he smacks you on the face, offer up the other cheek. So basically, if you believe that Ted Cruz smacked you on the cheek, offer up the other. If he is offering to help with this broken system, hedge fund, Robin Hood market thing, I don't know how to word it. Do it. Get it done. Get over yourself. Fix the system for the layperson. Like, I don't care. I work with people on a daily basis that probably hate me. I don't know, because I'm not worried about who likes me and who doesn't like me. I have patients that I'm here to take care of. I don't care if people that I'm working with like me or not, because these people need my help. You should be like that. You should be caring for your patients. Your patients in this case are the people of America. You should be caring for the people of America and not caring if anybody likes you on the back end. Just get over yourself and just do your job. Just do your job. That's how all people in government should be operating. Do your job. It is not a popularity contest. I will never understand politics and how ridiculously frustrating all politicians are. Trump was very annoying. His personality, the worst. Did he do some great things for the country and policy that brought the Middle East peace and stuff like that? Yeah, he did. So did Obama. He did some good stuff. I didn't vote for either of those guys, but I know that there's things that they did that were good. You should be able to say that. You should be able to be the bigger person and say, they did some good things. Don't particularly care for them as a person, but they did some good things. If you could possibly operate like that, I feel like so much more could be accomplished. And Americans would probably respect you so much more if you just cared about doing your job and none of this politics stuff. Just do your job. Do your job.